Sarah.
Yes.
You are an impressive woman.
Oh, thank you.
Studied acting at Lee Strasberg Theatre Institute and improv at the UCB Magnet Theatres, a junior Olympic bronze medalist.
Oh my God.
Yeah? Is this all coming back?
This is all good. Yeah, no, so far you're good.
Trained dancer.
Okay, yeah, sure.
Self-taught film editor.
Yeah, that happened, yeah.
And then you took a year off from editing to study international relations and physiology behind.
Oh God! Don't even say that. Don't say that. Don't say that to people. Oh my goodness! I had a dark time in my life, as we are all entitled to. Look, someone gave me a clefable.
Yeah, just on the way through.
Yes, and and then I went back to acting. I ran back to acting. So I was like, I'm not meant to do serious things in my life.
Where do you find the time to?
There's time. There's always time. There, when you have deep interests and stuff, you make time. You just make time. Now, my deep interest now is in doing this, so I'm making time.
Doing the convention scene.
Yeah, it's so fun.
Fans.
I'm having a great time. This is the best time. I'm a little tired, but it's okay.
Sarah, do you know how many voices you were in Pokémon in total?
I checked
your list. Did you see the list?
I saw the list.
Did you know it before you saw the list?
I was like about 50.
About 50. 48.
48. See, I'm overshooting
Pokemon
the runway
voices,
here. Yes.
9 human voices in one show. I mean, that's incredible. I think that deserves a round of applause from the audience.
Thank you. It's fun. We have a good time.
You clearly love the fans, and the fans love you as well. You've won a Webby Award for your interaction on social media.
Yes.
How are you enjoying AnimeCon so far, and how's the fan interaction been for you?
Oh, fantastic. Everyone's so sweet. Your kids are so cute. Oh, we're having such a good time. It's great. Yeah, it's a great crowd. I love the UK. I love coming here. This is my 3rd time here. So I would come back any day. I love it here.
We would love to have you back.
Yeah. You guys have like castles and things?
And you've been getting lots of gifts from us as well.
I've gotten a few gifts. Yes, I got. So this is Quokka the Wombat. Who here knows what a wombat is? About the same as like Americans actually. So wombats are native to Australia, and I went to Australia and I discovered that this is. I just like knew the word quokka. I'd never seen what one looks like, but it is. Do you know what a quokka is? No, even fewer. Okay, so zero. No,
it's
no one.
For us here.
So quokka, Quokka, very cute little animal. They're a little bit bigger than this, and they have big ears and baby faces, and they have hands that grab stuff. I thought this was a quokka. It's not. This is a wombat. Wombats are quite a bit bigger, and they kill their prey by twerking them to death. You should check out videos. They're very, very, well, the death part's not funny, but they are very funny in the way they run very fast. They're like a hairy little pigs. They're fabulous. Native to Australia, I went and saw little tiny penguins come to shore. That's like an event that happens there. And at the gift shop, I saw this wombat. I thought it was a quokka, called him Quokka, was corrected immediately and told that I'm ridiculous, and I just kept the name Quokka because I like it, but he is a wombat, so Quokka the Wombat. I present to you, he has traveled the world.
He's traveled the world.
He's traveled the world.
I mean, you really do love animals. I know.
I do very
as
much.
Ash Ketchum, you're out there with all the Pokémon.
They cast it right.
In real life, you've set up your charity as well for the stray cats?
Yes, this is quite casual. I just try to inspire people to foster as much as possible. I fostered 100 cats and kittens with my mom in like 2017, 2018. And I love animals, and I hope to, work with them one day when I can transition into that, or, take a break and do that. That'd be great, yeah. Work at conservation. I like mammals.
If anyone could fit it into their schedule, I think it's you. You manage
I guess, not right now, but eventually, hopefully, yes.
And so you studied theatre and the arts, crafting your skills as an actress. You were going to be an actress, and then kind of from everything I've seen and we've heard, you kind of fell into the voice acting world.
Yeah.
And it almost didn't happen, right?
Oh yeah, because I forgot about my audition. That story. Oops. I was 18.
So
I was 18. I got the audition, I put it in my calendar, and at the time I had an at-a-glance calendar, which is like a paper calendar, and you flip the page every week. So weekend rolls around Sunday night. I'm like, no, sorry, Monday. It was Monday morning. I flipped the calendar over. I'm like, the Pokemon audition is today. I had not prepared for it at all, and I didn't realize it was a dub or anything. I ran up to my friend's place. I'm like, you gotta help me. I gotta like figure out this voice, see if I can even do it. She helped me. She's like, you're never gonna get it. And I went downtown, auditioned. They kept me there for like half an hour. They taught me how to dub. I had no idea what dubbing was, and for those of you who don't know like the difference, dubbing is when there's a TV screen in front of you and it's already animated. So your job is to fit the English words into the mouth flaps of what's already on screen, as opposed to prelay animation, which is just original animation. It's originally done in the English language for us. And there's nothing on screen. There's no screen, unless it's like an animatics and pencil drawings. And you get to completely invent the performance. So they taught me how to dub at the audition. I got the voice right. And yeah, I happened to get it. It's not something I was aiming to do. I wanted to do film and things like that. And yeah, I got really lucky. This is great.
You really did, and
No
you managed
complaint.
to absolutely carve a niche for yourself in the voice acting world. But
Yeah.
you've now taken it further. You've been on stage as well.
Yes,
Tell
yes.
us a little bit about that, how that came about.
Yeah, well, I started on, did I start on stage? Kind of. No, my first jobs were on screen. And I mean, I was a teenager. I was just a kid. And I was full-time in high school. I was serious about like studies and stuff. So it's not, there was a school in New York called Professional Children's School that I didn't go to. But that's like kids who want to professionally pursue acting or whatever, anything in the arts. They can like literally leave school in the middle of the day and go do their auditions. I wasn't doing that. So in my free time, I was acting and doing a lot of classes in my teenage years. And yeah, I guess at Strasbourg I did theater. I did a bunch of shows. Scapino, I did Midsummer Night's Dream, I did a bunch of stuff. And most recently I did some theater in LA. I did short plays by Shel Silverstein, which are very raunchy.
Yeah.
And do you guys read Shel Silverstein as kids here? No, interesting. Shel Silverstein, Where the Sidewalk Ends. It's very good. They're kind of dark. They're great. But his adult stuff is very raunchy. It's very fun. And you guys read Roald Dahl.
Yes.
I read, that was my favorite author as a kid. Yeah, of course. And then short plays by Ethan Cohen. You guys might know Joel and Ethan Cohen. No. Okay, great. That's okay, they make movies.
More of an
It's
anime
okay.
audience here.
Yes.
Today.
Yes. I wouldn't know a lot of the stuff you told me about either, so. But we all know Pokemon.
We all have Pokemon, right?
Yes.
So as the voice of Ash for 17 odd years, I think it is, I've got on here.
Yeah,
On my notes,
17.
if I've done my homework right.
18, 19 now of being on Pokemon. God, it'll be 20 years soon, I think.
It's crazy, isn't it?
That's wild.
And you've done so much other voice acting as well. Do you find that the jobs come to you because you're so established? Or are you still out there and you're grinding for work?
It's a little bit of both. Some things have come to me and I'm very fortunate to have had that happen. Yeah. I think if anybody here is, going for voice acting, yes, establishing yourself at work is very important because it proves that you can do the job. But once you're at that point, it's really about friendships, genuine friendships, not like networking, like genuine friendships. Find the people that you actually want to work with, genuinely want to work with. And that's put my life on a course of like doing projects that I want to do rather than projects that are just like falling into my lap because I know the director, Yeah, finding your friends is the most important thing you can do, apart from studying acting and, working on your craft your whole life. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's one of the most important things, isn't it, for a voice actor?
Mm-hmm.
I think a lot of people think that quote unquote, anyone can do it, and it's not. It's
No.
really trained, and you've got to
Sorry.
hone your art as actors and be
Yeah.
able to, play any part, really, isn't it?
Yeah, I could never be a doctor. I knew early on that wasn't really something I could do. And I do want to say to every child, you can do anything you put your mind to, but sometimes you work really hard and it's not that you're not good enough, it's just the luck doesn't hit you. And I've seen that happen to a lot of people, to most people. And that's, you got to find, if you really want to be an actor, and there's nothing else that you want to do, really nothing else that you want to do, make sure you find something else that makes you happy, that can make you money alongside your acting career, because it's really hard. And I'm sure there are outliers who are like, this is fine, I love the grind, but it's a very hard lifestyle to maintain, especially in an uncertain economy that, I don't know, we're in America. I don't know about you guys.
Yeah, bit the same over here.
Yeah, but the same, yeah. So have a cushion. Yeah.
Fantastic videos of you online where people are putting up pictures and they're like, do the voice, and you're creating voices on the fly.
Oh yeah. The Vanity Fair video, yeah.
Yeah, they're brilliant.
Yeah.
Has there been any characters that you've been given a role and you've gone, I think they would actually sound more like this, where the studio has had their own idea for this character and you've gone, no.
I don't think so.
This is the way it is.
Well, I did pitch a wiglet that sounds like a little grandma, and we recorded it that way, and they said no.
Oh, and how would that sound?
I don't remember, wiglet, something like that. Yeah, and they said no, that won't be what we're doing today. I was like, okay.
And have you ever booked any roles from any franchises you were already a massive fan of?
Yeah, Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
Love Spider-Man. I'm from Queens in New York, so that was a big deal. And I played Mila Masaryk, the unicorn. She's a Russian villain, and if you know, you know. I was born in New York, but my whole family's Russian, Ukrainian, so
yeah, but
that
Russian
was cool.
is your...
It's my first language, yeah. I didn't speak English till I was like 5.
Right,
It's very embarrassing.
Yeah, and I did read somewhere that you're looking to break down those kind of preconceptions, Russian voices. And,
to be the villain every time is a little rough, but yeah.
But you still did an amazing
I'm still going to do it. Yeah, if somebody's going to do it, I would.
Absolutely.
There's never not going to be a Russian villain, of course. So, just to embrace it and try to play it as make her as much of a full character as possible. Yeah. That's what we're all asking for. Every culture. We all want that.
Yeah. I'm just going to have a question. So, audience, if you have any questions, we're going to run out there with a microphone. And if you've got any questions for Sarah, get thinking now, and I'll come out to you in just a second. So, we talked about dubbing and obviously doing the role now with Spider-Man. So, for instance.
Yes, that wasn't a dub. That was an original animation.
Yeah, so they're kind of two very different ways of approaching voice acting. Do you have a preference? Do you prefer that kind of... I suppose dubbing is quite fixed and...
Yeah, so dubbing is fixed in that, like, what we say has to fit in the timing of the mouth and into the look of the character. But honestly, if the writing matches the look of the character and what the character is doing on screen at the time, you actually do have quite a bit of freedom in what you're doing. And I like that constraint that, like, it has to look right. It has to look right, but it still has to be an authentic performance. It still has to come out of you naturally. That's a lot of fun to do. I really enjoy that. But I do love the total freedom of prelay, because you get to just make it up and you can improvise. You can improvise a lot more outside of dubbing. In dubbing, I can only improvise when the character's back is turned to the camera, and I do. Whoa, that got really loud. Yes, I do. I like to throw stuff in. You gotta get your kicks, It's fun.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Do we have any questions for Sarah in the audience? We do. We have some down the front. I'm going to pop out.
Yes.
You
Where are you
would
going?
love a
Are you
gallery.
leaving? I do. I just got it. I just got it from a child.
I'm going to go down to these guys.
Hello.
You're first. Okay.
I didn't know you were a bit like Russian. So how was it? Because you can see with my top. Like, how was it when you filmed that you were voicing another character who actually was sort of Russian?
Yes. No, it was fabulous. That came to me. That
I
was.
specifically bought this top just to have my photo with you.
Oh, thank you. We'll do it later. Yeah.
Yeah, I was just like, I need to get my money to this.
That's all good. It's all fine.
I was like, how was it when you found? Oh, she's Russian. I can be a bit Russian.
Yeah, no, I didn't know about the show until they came to me with this idea.
Ash for so long, so basically, when I saw you when I was on Twitter and stuff, I was like, wait, they're not Channy. It's just a weird thing that I've been voicing a 10-year-old boy for so many years.
Yeah, well, I've worked on so many other shows in the time that I was doing Pokemon as well, and I played a lot of girls then too. I played Marion and Robin Hood. I played Tinkerbell and Peter Pan. I played Huh?
Never knew that.
Yeah, there's so much.
So many voices.
Yeah, I just wasn't on social media. I wasn't announcing anything. So nobody knew.
Hi, good to see you again.
Hi, you too.
I just want to know, when you was doing like the dubbing and all for Alia for something I had to feel in Russian, and then when you was hearing like how the voice actress in Japan were doing it, how did you feel about the Japanese voice actress and the way she did Russian? Because obviously it's like your first language, and apparently I heard that it was the same for the Japanese voice actress, but I had to look on like some videos about like some kind of comparisons, and even though I like both of your performances, some people were saying that her performance was like broken. So as someone who speaks Russian, how did you feel about it? Was it like good?
Well, I don't care to compare. I think the character works both ways. She doesn't have to be a natural Russian speaker. But that since I'm a natural Russian speaker, they were like, use your natural accent and what you can do. And some native Russians are like, yeah, you can hear the American in her, which is obviously, I'm from New York, so I've only been to Russia once. So, yeah, but no, she did a fantastic job. Yeah.
Hey Sarah, I've got an Ash down here.
Hello.
Hello. Hi. I got a question. Yes. What was your favourite line inside the Pokémon movie?
What's your name?
Logan.
Logan, hi. Logan, I choose you!
Ah,
That's my favorite line.
perfect line.
Thanks, Logan. Good to see you again.
And we had some questions. Hey, how you doing?
Hi, you mentioned you did some improvised lines whenever like characters were turned away from the camera. Do you remember any of them? And if so, which one was your favourite?
Oh God, I don't remember. I don't know. I make them up and I move on. I've made up so much nonsense in my life. I don't know. If it doesn't sound like it should be in the script, I made it up.
Hi, Jess. Have you played any Pokémon games?
Just Pokemon Go. I got up to level 35. And then I had to put it down. Excellent game. A little bit too excellent, actually.
I think running around New York would be amazing as well.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, got a lot of steps in.
Hi.
Hi, just interested, obviously your voice is your livelihood.
Yeah.
So what do you do to protect it?
Oh God, nothing.
And what happens if you're scheduled to do some work and obviously something happens to your voice?
Just go with God, you know. I drink a lot of water, not always, but I make an attempt to drink a lot of water. If I know I'm having a vocally stressful session, I'll do straw phonation before that. I should have done it today. I did not. But if I feel like I'm losing my voice, I shut up and I don't talk for a day or until it feels better. But yeah, I don't do anything I have kind of a strong instrument in here. And I keep it very relaxed. If you notice, I notice it in myself now when I like hear these things back a little bit. I do, what's that called? What's it called? Oh God, what's it called?
So almost resting your voice while you're talking.
Yeah, I basically rest my voice while I'm talking and I just kind of like let it relax. Yeah.
Voice slow, very steady.
Yeah,
Nice
yeah.
and paced.
Thank you very much.
I think that's,
That'll come to me what that's called.
I think Logan's
Vocal
here.
fry, vocal fry, vocal fry.
Vocal fry.
I do have a vocal fry.
Did you have another question, Logan? You did? Okay.
I've got a good game for you.
Oh yeah? Are we gonna play it?
Pokémon Unite.
Pokemon Unite? Are we gonna play it later? Do you have your thing on you?
No.
Okay.
More of a comment than a question. So
Thank you, Logan. I appreciate it.
I was wondering, do you prefer the live audition kind of setup, or do you prefer to record from home and send it in? Is there much difference? I know if it was me, I'd be...
There is much
paying
difference.
for it.
There is much difference. Honestly, on-camera auditions made me nervous, so I do prefer doing them at home. But the downside of that is that you don't get live direction, and if you're completely out of the ballpark, you'd never know. And that happens in voiceover too. So very often now, I'm relying on my agents. I'm like, am I in the right show? Like sometimes you'll just do an audition for something, and like I always Google what the show is or what the showrunners have done before this, like what's the style of the show, just try to get something, any kind of hints as to like what I'm supposed to be doing, the pacing, the style, like how big, bold can I get, how grounded should it be. Most auditions say grounded now. Everybody wants like a really grounded performance, but even when they say grounded, like it could be grounded in a cartoonish way, and you're like, So to know what sport you're playing, like that's that's hard. If there's no clue on the internet and they're like, this is a secret project, no title, no names, no nothing, I'm like, you gotta give me something. So in those situations, I'll ask my agent, like, is this right? Like, is this viable?
And I'm feeling like there's more and more quote-unquote secret projects that are coming out. Studios are being more protective over what they're doing and stuff. Would you send in 2 or 3 voices maybe, or would you? Yeah, you would.
Yeah, I always send. Not always. If it's something that's like clear to me, I'll send 1 take. But if it's something I have no idea what you want, or it's something I really, really want, this is how you know I really want something. I'll send in like 3 or 4 different, but they all have to be viable. You can't just be throwing voices and takes. A take is your take on something. It's not necessarily just a different voice read the same way. You have to have specific takes on the character, like this is who the character is as a full person, as a full character. So if I really have 3 different ways this character could be portrayed, I'll send those 3 ways the character could be portrayed. Unless I'm in a real hurry, and then I might just send 3 different takes that are more voice changes. It depends. If I have a flight to catch, I'm throwing it at a wall. And sometimes that works. Sometimes it totally works. Listen, my Pokémon audition was, hello.
Ran in and did the job, and
I did it,
you matched for 17 years.
Yeah. So you never know. But try to take your time with auditions and do your best work, because they do remember that. They remember you. If you're great, they really remember you. And if you're terrible every time, well, they remember that too. Yes? Hi.
Just with Pokemon being the absolute juggernaut that it is, that everybody knows what it is, everybody... With live action stuff, obviously somebody would go, oh, I know you, you're in that. But Pokemon, with it being so massively popular, but your face isn't associated with it, does it feel weird having people talk about Pokemon around you, and do you tell them, oh no, that's me, or do you just let them talk and see what their actual thoughts are?
No, I never have the experience of somebody coming up to me wanting to talk about Pokemon who doesn't know who I am. That never really happens, unless I'm like at like my little cousin's birthday party and kids are like, yeah, that sort of thing might happen, where it's like kids who are friends with someone who knows me and what I do. If those kids don't know, they'll be like, I love Pokemon, and I can be like, you know what I do for a living? So yeah, there are a few moments like that, but they're very rare. So, but yeah, I love talking to you guys. No, it's the most fun thing in the world, and I've gotten used to the conversations that are had about this, and everyone has a different kind of, emotional connection to it. So it's always fun.
Yeah, it's clear to see that you really enjoy the fan engagement, certainly from your social media. Award-winning social media.
Yes, thank you. Make no mistake about it.
Questions? With my hand up at the back here. Oh, yeah. Hello.
Hi. Hi, Sarah. Nice to talk to you again. My question is, who is the hardest Pokemon that you've had to voice?
Wingull. I made a mistake. So be careful when you're auditioning. Make sure you do a voice that you can sustain forever, because oh boy, I got a cold one year, and that cold led to like some asthma symptoms, and I could not do that voice on an inhale to save my life, so I had to change it. Sorry. Sounds similar.
So you had to change it mid?
I had to change the voice mid-voice, yes. What am I gonna do? I literally could not inhale without like closing my lungs.
Did that ever get picked up with the studios or the fans? Did anyone?
No one said a word. No one said a word.
So you literally just dodged yourself.
I hid it.
Told it to
but I do tell everybody. Well, I tell everybody as a warning, like, be careful.
Don't do it.
Don't do a voice on an inhale, maybe. Unless you really have like lungs of, I don't know, massive steel, which I kind of did. I'm better now. No asthma.
No asthma now.
No asthma now. It can happen after a cold. If you ever get asthma symptoms, know that this is like not forever necessarily. Yeah, it can go away.
Any questions for Sarah at all in our audience? Yes, hello.
Yeah, it's just in regards to, obviously, you was Ash for so many years, and obviously him being a very iconic character. How do you feel like, as the years will go on, will you still retain that relationship with Ash? Because obviously, whether it's in TV, animation, film, you get some actors that are really, it doesn't matter what they do afterwards, but they've done such a big role that that's what they've always been known for. So my question is sort of, do you feel like over time, say in 10, 20, 50 years, doesn't matter what you do, if people are always just like, oh, I always know you as Ash, do you feel like it's something that you still will always be grateful for?
Of course.
You'll get to a point where you're like, oh, I am known for other stuff at this point.
No, of course. No. I'll always be grateful for this. This brought me joy in my life that I never thought I would ever experience. This is spectacular. I'll always be grateful for it, but there are people who are like, this is all you've done. And that, that always makes me a little bit like defending my life here. I'm like, no, I've done like 100 things. Yeah. But it's such a massive thing that I can't fault anyone for saying that. It's a huge role in a huge show. So I'm well aware that this might be my lot in life, but that's okay because it's pretty great. I have no complaints. But yes, I am working a ton right now, knock on wood. I have something coming out in a few days. I have something coming out this summer. And I'm recording other stuff. And I'm doing some on camera. So this is like, I'm aware that nothing might ever be as huge as Pokemon, but that's okay. At this point, I just want to do stuff that I really want to do. And that might not be as big as Pokemon, and that's okay. It's for me. It's, I've already done the thing that everyone loves. So that's like, I don't need for my soul and for my feeling of success to do that anymore. I don't need to. I'm just gonna do whatever I want, and if you like it, cool. If you don't, sorry, you have Pokemon. Is that okay? It's chill, right?
It's great. And to be part of it, once you're part of a global phenomenon, like where do you go from there?
Where do you go from there?
When's the second one, right?
Yeah, so, I'm not thinking like that,
exactly.
Because I could drive myself crazy thinking like that. Like, I just worked on a Marvel show. It's great. I mean, whatever happens, and I'm just gonna find my way into things that I really want to do, while also doing whatever cool big thing wants me. That's great.
You've worked with some pretty decent franchises as well.
Yeah, I'm okay.
And Marvels and all of it. Is there any franchises that you're just like, I really want to be in that world, I want to be in that universe, or is a character that you would like to play, or? It'd
be fun to be Catwoman. It'd be fun to be Ursula. I mean, there are so many wonderful like dream roles that you can list. Those I guess are mine too, but if they don't happen, that's okay. I mean,
I can definitely see you in a DC movie.
Yeah.
Catwoman.
Yeah, there's a bit of a darkness.
Voiceover and live action.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I can see that. Am I too old for Catwoman? I don't know. I'll look into that. I'm not famous enough. We'll see.
You're Ash Ketchum.
Ash Ketchum.
Global phenomenon.
Yeah. The line from Ash Ketchum to Catwoman is really, it's a straight line there.
Obviously, within our audience as well, we've got a lot of aspiring voice actors.
Yes, I'm sure. How many do people want to do this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Any tips on some of the challenges you might find when it comes to dubbing?
It's cold in here. Challenges?
Any challenges?
Oh God, everything. The whole thing is a challenge. Oh, don't go into acting if you want an easy life. It's not a thing. Yes, getting good at it is mostly a challenge. I'm told from directors who work with younger actors. Some people get it right away. If you have a musical background, you're more likely to get it right away because you have like a sense of rhythm and musicality and an ability to match stuff more easily. If you don't have a musical background, it's probably going to be a little bit harder for you. But don't fret, just keep practicing. Don't worry about doing impressions. Those people already exist. Worry about creating original characters and listening to people around you. So if you ride the tube, if you're on just out and about in a restaurant, listen to accents, listen to stuff. The more you listen and absorb the world around you, the more interesting an actor you will be, I think. You're gonna get a lot of rejection. It's a lot. It's every day, all the time. You're ghosted all the time. You put out an audition, you never hear from them. And then one day, 10 years, they're like, we've been collecting your auditions and we've loved you this whole time. And you're like, what? You know who I am? Why have I never worked for you? That happens eventually. Know that if you keep getting the auditions, you're doing something right. Just keep giving your best work. Always do your best work. Be the very best like no one ever was. People, come on.
You must get to hear quite a few different accents and voices and personalities living in New York.
Oh yeah. That's where I got my education. Yeah, absolutely. That, and I've seen a fish called Wanda like 40,000 times.
How long does it take to record the average show then? Is there a difference in, again, say a Marvel show and a computer game and an anime game? An anime show?
Yeah,
Quite
games, years.
Yeah.
You're recording for years. For like Pokémon, I think they're on a 1 to 2 week schedule for the whole episode, for like a 23-minute episode. For a Marvel show, I don't know how long they took with that, actually. It takes less time because you're not matching and you're not stopping every 5 seconds to do a line. Although sometimes we do full scenes now. It kind of depends. It depends on the director, it depends on the production, depends on the budget, depends, on the actors. Actors who are more seasoned work faster. Actors who are newer, they take a little bit more time. So it depends, yeah.
And do you prefer working at home in your own studio?
No. I like going in. I like going in and seeing people in person. I don't like Zoom. I really don't like Zoom. I really don't like it. It's the unmuting and the muting and the, oh, sorry, I muted myself. Shut up. Stop it. Enough. Let's go in person if we can. There's an energy to being in person that is hard to match. But I will say on the flip side, if you're someone who's traveling a lot and you need to do it because you're not physically there, then yes, there should be allowances made for that.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
We have time for a couple more questions. I see there's one hand in the back. Does anyone else have some questions as well? Yeah. So.
Hi.
Yeah, I just remembered about the question I had.
Take your time, it's okay.
Yeah, we'll come back to you then. You take your time. Just going to see our friend down the back here.
I hope this isn't a weird question, but have you ever met Veronica Taylor?
Just once.
Oh, nice. Good. I think Logan had one as well. Did you have one? Yeah, I had it, mate.
What would be your favourite Pokémon?
Ooh.
It would be Pikachu. But it is Pikachu. It's Pikachu. I love Pikachu. My favorite ones to voice are Bunnery, and Bunnery, and Tinkatink, which is kind of my impression of Pikachu. It's a terrible impression. Tinkatink, Tinka! Yeah, exactly. So, those are my favorite ones to voice. I love Meloetta as well. I love Meltan. There are a bunch. Like 1,000 Pokemon, guys. Mimikyu. I play Mimikyu in Alola. Q. Is there a Mimikyu there? No. Yeah.
Just got one back there. And I'll
What
come back to
else?
you, friend. Hiya.
How many Pokémon voices have you had?
How many? I think 40?
It's actually 39.
39. I'm always overshooting. Soon to be 40.
Yes. Did you remember your question back?
Yeah, just remembered.
Yes.
Because the way I heard you was Alia,
Yes.
I just thought of something fun, like I should get you involved into a Russian anime lady. And also, can you try and do a mixture of Ash's voice turning into Alia to make it more funny?
Oh my goodness. I choose you, Milashka.
There we go. We have a
Yeah, we'll just be hilarious. So then Ash won't again, Ali won't again, Ash catch him again, Kenny thing, and that was the question.
That's a good question, thank you. Hi.
Hi again. I just want to say that as an Ash fan, I think the Diamonds and Pearl series was my best part, and as far as the Diamonds and Pearl series go, what's the most memorable line, as Ash? Because me personally, I think my favourite line's got to be during the final battle against Paul when I kind of struggling against Left and Right, and he's like, alright Paul, time to have a finish. No, sorry, I don't know. We say, alright, if any time to apologize how strong you are, that's a favourite line.
That's a great line. It was so long ago, so I can't say that. Here's the thing with voice acting, we don't memorize anything that we do, so it doesn't live in my head. It never lived in my head.
I mean, that's so many lines,
It's
so many voices,
lines. I
so
did like
many
800
shows.
How many episodes did I do?
I didn't.
I thought you did your homework.
No, I didn't do my homework.
That's really tough, man. I
And
gotta go.
everything else, I think. And the gymnastics.
It's like 800 something episodes.
It's crazy amounts now,
There's
isn't
a
it?
lot.
Yeah. You're getting up there with the One Piece guys, for sure.
Yes.
And by the way, X and Y's was my favourite.
X and Y is my favorite.
Yeah, it's mine as well.
Yeah.
There we go.
It's good stuff.
Thank you so much for coming to see us today here at AnimeCon. Really had a great time, Sarah.
Thank you.
Once again, please make some noise for the voice of Ash Ketchum. Sarah!
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
I'll be at my table for the rest of the day and tomorrow as well.
Please go see Sarah. She's
hi.
battling the music and battling all the volume.
Yes.
So we do apologise about that. But yeah, make sure you pop over to go see her. She's having a great time.
Yes. Thank you. Bye.
I want to say a big thank you to all my Patreon supporters, and I wanted to shout out Kimono Cat. Your help goes a long way to help support the channel, and if you want to help support the channel, the links to my Patreon and channel memberships are listed below in the description.
あらあら、チャンネルをサポートしてくれてありがとうございます。チャンネル登録、高評価お願いします。以下のリンクから商品を入手することができます。